What's up, people? Scott the Life Artist back with another a banger. Good morning, how are we all? How are we all? How are we all? This morning I went for a little jog, right? And I love my little jogs. I do once a week around my local park. And I realised, man, a lot of people beat up on themselves in regards to jogging, sprinting, athletic activity, footy, weightlifting. But there's no need for it. There's no need for it. I realize if you can learn to run your own race and you can enjoy the process, you'll make leaps and bounds in how you feel. Because we want to get a feeling from jogging, from running. We want to get a feeling from it, a feeling of well-being. But if you need to take breaks, listen up. For goodness sake. Listen. It's okay to take breaks, right? When I do my first 1 or 2 laps, I'm warming up, man. I'm getting down with the birds and the bees. I'm assessing the situation. I'm taking in the fresh air. I see little pups being walked by grandmas and I'm down with it, man. I'm not gonna run over them. At least not in the beginning. You wanna understand the terrain. But I notice how some people, they're so harsh and noncy. People become very noncy, meaning their inner child gets tarnished. They force themselves into this military. Because guess what, man? All this shit on Instagram, I know I'm breaking up my routine, but I'm speaking. A lot of people on Instagram, man, shit. We believe we need to be like freaking Robert Downey Jr., like Iron Man or Captain America. And if you're not that, you're a loser. It's obscene. It is so obscene. I remember when I grew up, if I saw someone over 50, for example, because you know, everyone over 50 is ripped now, right? You see grandma, 70s, they're ripped, blah, blah, blah. We've made leaps and bounds, and that is a good thing. But I remember I would see one old bloke in my park, and he'd be like ripped. He'd be like the guy, the athlete, the old man, the freaking Heihachi from Tekken. If you ever played Tekken, he's the old fighter. And he was like the king of the town. He was the don, right? And there'd be 1 or 2 smoking hot babes, 1 hot mama. And that's just how it was. Pre-internet, that's how it was. And I've noticed now it's a bizarre abstraction in our heads, because I have it too, and I'm dissolving it, where we believe we must become this American Idol thing, and our teeth must be this, and our eyes must be this, and we must be this, and say that. Nah, it's not the truth, man. It's not the truth. Firstly, your idea of what you think people are like is completely false. The mind tries to sell us an idea that everyone else is like these perfect robots, and thus we must be a perfect robot. But they ain't robots, man. They're other human beings. And people set a stage, they put presets on filters and ideologies of how they share with others to create an image of perfection that can't be ruined. But when you get a little bit older, a little bit wiser, you can see through that. You just go, damn, that guy's really trying to put up a good guy image, or I'm fit as a fiddle image. But that's polarization. That's image, that's identity. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of that, but I've noticed, man, that harshness, that critique to get healthy ends up putting people in the hospital, man. Because you get so bored. You get so bored and you're so mean to yourself, to the point where, listen, if you ain't enjoying your runs, if you ain't being a bit of an artiste, if you don't get titillated by the birds and the bees, breathing in that fresh freaking oxygen from all the vegetation, from all the trees, from the bushes, if you're not breathing that in, man, and being like, yeah, I'm alive. And you come back from a jog and your mind is beating you up because Dennis down the road has done 40 more miles this week and you're not as good as Dennis. Man, you gotta drop that fast. You gotta drop that because it's obscene. Run your own race. Who cares if objectively you run a lot slower than others? Who gives a fuck, man? If you're having a blast and you're picking up all the freaking pretty ladies on the way, stroking the dogs, stroking the bushes, We're getting Neolithic out here. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're freaking bushed up and jolly on your own joy, who is winning then, right? Because we want to get these things. I hope someone sees me as a fit athlete. So some pretty hot young chick goes, I will have your babies. I will meet your parents. Listen, man, you gotta get over that, man. You gotta get over that. No one cares. And if you are that, right? Like, I'm a handsome guy, yeah, I'm a fit, handsome guy. What happens if you get hit by a car? Well, Scott, I will never get hit by a car. Well, maybe, maybe not. But you'll start to become a bit scared, won't you? Because this thing, this fragile thing, will be ruined, right? It will come to ruin when it's burnt in the damn crematorium or slammed by a bus. But if you're more jovial, if you're more light, being like, yeah, I'm a badass bitch, I run, ain't that big of a deal. I do it for me. I do it for me. Then you're less attached, right? Shit, you might be struck with illness and you can't run for 4 months. But hey, man, you had such a good time. You can reflect on the memories, right? And then get into something else. Because we're not runners. We're not bankers. Some of us are wankers. Particularly the men. And yeah, man, we're not any of these ideas because they're constantly chopping and changing, and we won't have them when we die. We become something broader, I believe. Something beyond, something more magical. So yeah, learn to run your own race, right? Like the same with this YouTube. It's like 50 subs, shit. Man's flying high. I'm not really interested in competing against others anymore. I just want to do it for me. But I tell you, man, I tell you again, you start to behave like this, you become more of an artiste than a damn robot, a sterile robot trying to win. You start winning and impressing in ways which I can't go into right now. It's too high level. There's paradox and power, people. There is paradox and power. But enough of me. Anyway, it's Monday. As you know, Monday is a day of reorganization. Don't expect anything in the office to be done, apart from people cementing and getting ready for the routine that will come on Tuesday. One of the most hardest and vicious days to get through in the week. But if you can set right on Monday, get yourself nice and sea breamed up, get yourself breamed up, get in the ocean, just feel around. You don't have to do big actions today. Then you'd be ready for Tuesday. Anyway, enjoy the process. And if you are a runner, it's okay to have little breaks. Take in the oxygen, stroke the freaking pussycats you see out there. And have a blast, man. Have a blast. Run your own race. Don't take yourself too seriously. And try not to run over the grandmas, right? So I'm telling you, those grandmas, man. You start dominating the grandmas on the path, disturbing their little routine, they're stubborn. Oh, watch out. They may run you over if they see you in the Asda car park anyway. Anyway, God bless. I'll see y'all later.